Hey Spuddies, PotatoMcWhiskey here and welcome to Civilization 6. I had a bit of an unfortunate recording accident and lost about 6 hours of footage, so I decided that I would record on some meme videos, and today we're going to be revisiting an idea I did quite a while ago, where we put a tribal village in every single time, but this time we're going to be doing it as Babylon. So here is our map loaded up in the world builder, and the really unfortunate thing is you can't choose a brush size for when you're placing tribal villages. So you basically have to go through and manually click or hold down right click and drag it over every single land tile in the entire map, which, as you can probably tell, is a little bit tedious. But you know what? My entire job is to suffer for the pleasure of my viewers. So I will happily sit here and give myself mild carpal tunnel just to make a video for you guys. Or is it called RSI these days? I don't remember. It used to be called carpal tunnel. Now there's all these new names for, like, you know, disorders and problems gamers have. I feel though, like, if there was a pantheon and a religion to RSI, I would be one of the gods of it, because, or at least a hero in the mythology, because the amount of clicking I have done, not only in my lifetime, but just playing Civ 6 is absurd. I feel like the true gods of the RSI religion would be like StarCraft 2 players and like Age of Empires 2 players, because I don't even know how those people have hands anymore that aren't just worn down to the bone from playing those games. I am taking care to try to get as many tiles as possible and not miss any, because I feel like it's important, you know, to not miss a tile. I will miss a few. It's just natural, right? There's gonna be a couple of tiles on this map that don't have tribal villages, and whoever's watching this, you're just gonna have to accept that, right? I'm not perfect yet. I'm not perfect yet. However, that is a process that's ongoing. I am attempting to be perfect. We'll see how that works out. I have a pretty good feeling about it so far, you know? Absolutely lovely. The map is now completely filled with tribal villages. There are a couple of little spots like this island up here that I missed, and occasionally I've been kind of going over it just to double check, because there's occasionally like a little spot like right there where a tribal village just didn't get placed. We shall save this map as tribal village meme, or rather I'm putting in the map data right now, and now we'll save it as tribal village Pangea. Let's create a game. We'll play as Hammurabi, and the Mapaboo will of course be the tribal village meme. We'll just play on whatever. Here, look, we'll just play on Emperor. It doesn't matter, right? We'll just get started. Instantaneously getting sailing upon loading into the game, as well as foreign trade, because our two units just happened to be on tribal villages, which is completely unexpected and not what we wanted out of this game at all, except that it is, and it was entirely planned for. Right, we're gonna go ahead and settle the city and get bronze working, as well as a ton of other stuff. In fact, we got iron from that. Now, what do I want to do in my city? That's a hard choice. I feel like I should get things that would give me a lot of value, and I feel like the Sabum Kitabum, because he has 3 movement and really good vision, will be super useful this game, because basically what we want to do is just cover as much ground as humanly possible. Tech wise, I reckon we just click on the end of the tech tree and pretend that the tech tree doesn't exist. Although, you know what I should do? I should go like mining, animal husbandry, pottery, and then click the end of the tech tree, because those are the ones that can't get boosted. Yoink. A free recon unit. This is really big. Getting a scout this early into the game might not seem like a big deal, but every unit you get can clear barb camp, or sorry, clear tribal villages, which is massive in terms of the value you get. Honestly, even builders aren't worth keeping around, and you're better off sending them out into the abyss to explore barb. Oh, there's barb camp. To explore tribal villages, rather. All right, nice. We have irrigation. We can build our Palgum, which is our unique building. Scout, and I think we promote this guy. Faster we get our scouts promoted, the better. Okay, I don't like that this guy has already scouted my town. All right, +1 population. Yoink and yoink. And now we can get Alpines. This guy has maximum movement over all of the map, and he'll be able to pick up 3 tribal villages per turn, at least in theory. Pick up another tribal village. Oh, there's archery for free. Very cool. Also, we've maxed out this city's population by gathering tribal villages, which is just great. Like, this is just fantastic. Grab, and there's masonry for free. Yoink. Oh, there's early empire. Yoink. And another free builder. And what I've been doing with my builders is just running wild. Running around the world, grabbing some more tribal villages. I think what's happening is, as I'm clearing tribal village land, barbarians are actually freeing up space to spawn and then appearing like right in my pathway. So there's another builder and gold. So I think that explains why, as I'm exploring, barb camps are like opening up behind me. But I have 240 gold, which is not quite enough to get a Palgum. I will, however, recruit another military unit, because I'm going to need to deal with these barb camps. They're just like a big thorn in my side. Yoink. Military units. I guess I could throw infinite scouts at them. But I don't know about that, right? There's the wheel. Excellent. And another recon unit. Every recon unit I get is huge because the sheer amount of tribal villages they can potentially clear per turn is insane. All right, nice. We have got enough gold to buy our Palgum, which is another chunk of era score. We get construction, and I think we get era score from building the actual Palgum itself. In fact, we have 54 out of 25 era score for the next age. Yoink. +1 population. Yoink. Oh, political philosophy is boosted. Every time I move a unit, the noise that you've discovered a tribal village like plays. So it's like there's infinite tribal villages. Hey, we have a pantheon. Do I go for the free settler? I don't really have really good appeal in my tiles, so I don't think Earth Goddess is the right move. What would be the most fun pantheon to pick? You know what? River Goddess. That feels like it's the Babylon pantheon. You know, you build your river holy site with your Palgum, and you just grow an absolutely absurdly huge city. All right, let's take this guy on. Yoinkarino. There's a boost. Yoinkarino. And another boost. The downside is by picking these up with my builders, my scouts aren't getting the experience they normally would from clearing these tribal villages. Yoink. Oh, there's another recon unit. I have so many scouts right now. It's kind of crazy, actually. Yoink. Yoink. And a yoinka. I think it's time to start improving some of these tiles. I don't think I have mining yet, but I can actually place a lumber mill on this tile before I have the ability to chop it, which is kind of amazing to me. Yoink and yoink, yoink, yoink. Oh, right, there's a barb camp up there. Oh, and I'm building swordsman. Cool. Kill you. This is a minor defeat. Well, that can't work for me. Yoink and promote. I have 7 envoys from finding them tribal villages. I may as well take suzerainty of both these city-states and learn about the world from them. We actually even ran into MacLeod. This is a great start so far. I mean, just look, it's turn 10 and we're already researching medieval era technology. Hello, Korea. It is an honor to meet you, and your capital is all the way over here. There's Code of Laws. We will of course plug in survey so our scouts get leveled up real quick. I plan to maybe try to use scouts to kill people this game. Not fully decided yet, but the fact is I could just like run over 3 tribal villages with my scouts now, and they'll get like an absurd amount of levels. Like I only need to run over 1 to get my first promotion, which is really damn cool, because then I could just start picking up woods, and then after like 2-3 runs you have like super scouts. Sure, I'll put a lumber mill there. There's a nice +2 era score, and we also have access to mass production, so we could build the Venetian arsenal if we so choose. 4 envoys in the bank, nothing I can do with them just yet, so I'll keep exploring, hunting down for a couple more envoys if I can. Is Naval Tradition boosted, and yoinkers, and I think we'll take sentry. I like the idea of going for the extra vision range. Clear this barb camp, +3 era score. We have 105 era score out of 25 era score. I think we're doing pretty well. At least on the era score front. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when you are literally having 4 times more than the required amount for your era score objective, like you're doing okay. I wonder why I'm only getting 10 XP for this when I was getting 20 for some of them. Oh, it's because I hit experience on one of them. That's why. Yeah, that would make a lot of sense actually. Yoink and promote. Let's get these guys to heal up, although maybe it would be good to bring them over and turn them into swordsmen. Now I've got 5 envoys in the bank. I can take suzerainty of Mitla. Gives me a little bit of vision. The AI hasn't quite, locust style deforested the continent just yet, which is really, really great news for me. I love these plains tiles when they get boosted by the Palgum. Like, look at the amount of food that they produce. It is fantastic. I'm going to try to do 2 farm triangles in this city just to keep it maximized on its growth potential. I'll pick up one of these and then I'll promote with rainforest. Oh, there's stirrups, which is very nice. Can I get another one? Oh, apprenticeship. Amazing. +1 production on all our mines. All right, you have a promotion actually. So let's wait, what one do you got? Woods and rainforest. Move you there. Now we have alpine on you. Every turn I just get so many resources that it's hard to keep track of, and there's so many units being added into the game at this point that I'm not really sure what I should actually focus on controlling. Now there really isn't that much gold being added into the game, but I'm like carving little barbarian channels out of the the tribal villages where barbarians just keep appearing behind me. All right, let's turn you into a swordsman. Actually, out of curiosity, what is the tech I need for better scouts? Yes, skirmishers. If I could get skirmishers real early, that would feel amazing. Let's reorient our tech tree by re-clicking on the end, and we're down to 31 techs. Still need to pick up mining, but yeah, that's fine. Pop a farm down here. The good news is I have so much food that I can buy tiles at will and not really even have to worry about the expense, because each of my units is probably generating like, maybe 20 to 30 gold per turn, depending on how lucky they get on their tribal village hits. Oh, there's military engineering. We have access to niter. I wonder, did I hit any niter in my capital? And I did. Amazing. Let's take suzerainty of Lahore back. I might be able to use their faith, their ability to faith purchase units. God, if I could get some Nihangs right now, I could probably run all over Korea. Yoink and promote. +1 sight range. Amazing. Look how far this guy can see. That's a ridiculous amount of the map that he's revealing right now. I'm starting to get free niter from these tribal villages, which is kind of absurd considering I unlocked niter last turn and I can already have the potential niter to recruit like 2 bombards if I plug in that recruitment card. All right, we'll harvest the woods here and we'll get ourselves a very, very fast settler. Now I want to look for somewhere with a lot of forests that I could settle, and I think this spot over here is the perfect spot, because if I settle over here with my city, I'll be able to chop out a ton of builders. More tribal villages. I have so many builders, and I don't even know, are these making my current builders more expensive? Like, is this really even worth it? Yeah, my builders are costing me 82 production now, which is probably not great. Like, my builders are slowly becoming unaffordable to my cities. So I'll probably have to keep those builders hanging around. Yeah, it's turn 15, and we have a 15 population city. So on average, we've grown a population every single turn of this game, which I think is like a pretty good, metric to follow. Oh my god, yes, we have machinery. Machinery is huge, because now when we pick up tribal villages, we have a chance of getting a free recon unit. But that free recon unit will be a skirmisher, and that makes me incredibly happy. There's buttresses. Free recon unit. Look, skirmisher. The problem with this though is that skirmishers cost 5 gold maintenance. Yeah, that's a really, really, really big problem. And we currently have -9 gold expenses from units. We're losing about 4 gold per turn, which I don't know if you know this, but that's a little bit of a problem. I need to find somewhere to use this guy to expand my empire, because if he's just sitting around doing stuff, he's not really helping me out. I reckon we could probably take over Korea with like a scout and a ranger. I have so many extremely highly leveled scouts just ripping their way through the continent. I have so many envoys as well from this. I have 7 spare envoys. I'm suzerain of every single city-state. This feels like it's mid-game and it's turn 16. Well, I have enough envoys to take suzerainty of Ayutthaya, who gives you 10% culture, 10% of the construction cost of buildings as culture. I think, did I say that right? I don't know. 10% of the construction cost of the buildings that you build as culture. Something like that. Craftsmanship completed. Harvest of forest, or the rainforest rather. The only problem is getting this much tech this early does have a small problem in that we everything is getting really, really expensive. We can only build, we can build districts, of course, but like they cost, what's this, 224 production. I probably should have placed some of these down a little earlier into the game. We do have a very, very nice spot for an industrial zone right there. Not my best industrial zone spot, but I will take that. And I should probably actually place the aqueduct beside that too to lock in that price. And then if I'm doing that, that's the perfect spot to throw down a Venetian arsenal this game. Otherwise, what the hell else do I need? I could probably use a commercial hub. I have to buy more tiles to place that down. I need to be careful about how much I'm spending though. All right, we have two skirmishers now who are 2 rangers rather, who are en route to Korea. Wait, they're rangers? Oh right, I got rifling. I thought I was building these guys, skirmishers, who are 20 melee strength and 30 range strength. I have skirmishers. I mean, I'm probably not far off getting spec ops. Could there be anything more humiliating than getting killed by like the weakest unit class in the game? I think we start taking guerrilla on our scouts and take ambush, because camouflage isn't super useful. Boosting makes me feel good. Oh, look at all that niter we're picking up too. Yoink. And oh, there's Poland. Nice to meet you, Poland. It's an honor to meet you. I keep getting these new population tribal villages as well, to the point where we have 19 population in our capital, and a paltry -8 amenities. I need to do something about overpopulation in my capital. In fact, I don't even know if I have enough tiles for all this population to work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, there's 9 people unemployed in my city. Yoink. Oh, there's printing. My poor little builder over here is getting chased by a scout. Okay, I'm currently up to 4 rangers, which has me down at -8 18.2 gold per turn. And eventually these tribal villages, they are going to run out. Like, there's not going to be any more tribal villages. And when that happens, I'm going to be broke and with a negative economy, right? With a deficit. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to survive a deficit this bad. Oh God, I keep getting even more recon units. I might need to start deleting some of them because it's actually becoming a problem. I was kind of like, it's a bit of a problem. Now it's a real problem because we're going to keep getting more. More are going to keep appearing. And I just got 2 recon units. I don't have anyone I can kill, like, with 2 recon units. This is too many. This is too many recons. I'm down to minus 33 gold. I have 10 turns of gold before my entire economy is bankrupt. All right, let's settle this city down right here. And I think the goal was to harvest our way to settlers, which will probably involve a little bit of harvesting of other stuff. Just really hoping that I don't get any more recon units because I really cannot do with any more. I do, however, I want things like the gold, so I have to keep trying. I suppose if I just like rip through this fast enough, even if I'm getting the recon units, as long as I'm sending them to war, we can win the game super fast with like uber powerful recon units. Like, I think I'm going to start sending some over to the west here to take on Saladin. Also, every like turn or two, the AI gets more envoys and I have to fight for suzerainty of these city-states. It's a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. Oh, apparently Malgam is already 6 population, so we can... I was like, oh yeah, we'll build a Palgam until we get to 2 population. I was like, no, we just picked up a bunch of tribal villages and the city is instantaneously overpopulated. Let's harvest the first quarry to get that settler this turn. Ah, yes, it's turn 20 and we have discovered the progress towards the space race. In fact, I'm pretty sure I have almost the entire civic tree boosted at this point, which should actually result in me having an absurd... Yep. I have 182 domestic tourists, so winning a culture victory against me is near impossible. I've also got 34 technologies completed when we compare that to Korea, who has 3. I wonder who is the real science civ in this game these days. I don't know. When we have literally 11 times more technologies researched than any other civ in the game, I'm starting to feel like Babylon might be kind of good. It might just be a really good civilization. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like anyone who, like, any game or thing, any ability that gives you things for free was like always what I picked. I'm trying to think of a good example, but you know where it's like, oh, you use this ability, you get XYZ for free. I always picked those abilities because I'm like, free stuff is like way better than not free stuff. So I don't really see a reason for like a competitive person. In fact, you know what? I'm tired of all these Arabian units hanging around here. Hang on, let me go ahead and declare surprise war on this guy. He literally cannot stop me. I one shot every single one of his units with my rangers. So I'm not worried at all about this game. And I'm constantly printing more and more rangers. In fact, I have 777 military strength on turn 21 of this game. Double harvest for the fast 3rd settler, and I want to get things like plantations online because every piece of gold that I can get will help stem the bleeding that is happening right now at my coffers. I also have like kind of a crazy amount of faith from clearing these tribal villages as well. Oh my god, these recon units need to stop spawning. This scout too is kind of stupidly leveled. In fact, he's almost level 6, or level 7 rather. Click, click. I wonder what tech I'm going to get next. That's kind of like what kind of curiosity. Distributed society. We have literally boosted the entire civic tree that is visible to the player is boosted. Like, we cannot boost anymore. I don't think you can even get boosts for these things, if I remember correctly. Turn 21 and we now have access to industrialization, which should in theory mean that any of my mines that I build, any of my mines that I build now have ridiculous amounts of production. I'm wondering, do mines actually get any better than they are right now? I think it's, smart materials gives them another +1. Did I find any coal actually? Coal is like, oh, look at this tile. I could potentially get 1 food, 8 production, and then with a Palgum, so this could be a 2 food, 8 production tile in the very, very late game, which is insane for a tile. Now I need to also like bring this city up to speed so it can actually produce things for me, and that's going to partially involve chopping and partially involve placing down farms and stuff like that. I'm not sure what to do with my civics, so I tell you what, I'll just click on political philosophy, then I'll click on exploration, then democracy, and then the end of the tree, and then we'll just let my civics kind of handle themselves. It would be good to get a commercial hub. Where do I want to put the commercial? You know what, this is as good a tile as any. Screw the marsh, we don't need to harvest harvest it. Hey, look, there's Cinguetti. Let's send them a couple of envoys as well. Make some good friends with those guys. Yoink, another free recon. Oh, there's refining. We have discovered how to refine oil out of the ground in 3160 BC or turn 22. Oh, and we even found oil. These tribal villagers had oil. That's where the oil came from. It's not underground. The tribal people of the world, they've been hiding oil. They've been hiding it from us all this time, and the truth about oil finally comes out. Oh, a meteor landed over here, and it actually took out a tribal village. Oh, that's really, really unfortunate for those people that live there. What is fortunate, however, is that I actually have the combustion technology unlocked. And the thing about these meteor sites is, when you pick these up, you get a free military unit. And because we have combustion unlocked, we get a goddamn tank out of that. So I think we'll send this one to go kill Poland. This is probably the most historically accurate game I've ever played. I have tanks in 3120 BC, which is actually when they were originally invented. Leonardo da Vinci, he was actually just copying down some drawings he found that the ancient Romans had written up from ideas they got from, I think it was the ancient Sumerians, who of course naturally got it from the Babylonians. Although I actually don't remember the order of those like Sumerian river or like whatever that valley is called. No, it's not the Indus Valley. Is it Indus Valley? Or maybe I'm remembering incorrectly. I can't remember if it's Babylon or Sumeria that came first. Oh, there's Armagh, the only Irish city-state in the game that I will immediately take suzerainty of and get all their vision of the advantage. Yep, Poland has a metric shit ton of scouts running around the map. I don't think they can compete with my rangers, but it's still going to be a massive pain in my side if I declare war on them. They'll just be running around causing problems for me. Harvest right here. We'll get that commercial hub that a little bit quicker. And now it's probably a good idea to send some builders down to assist this new city that I'm building. Oh my god, there's even more scouts in the fog of war. I apologize, Korea. However, my time is running out and I kind of have to declare a surprise war on you or else my economy is just literally going to fall on its face because I'm losing I'm losing 60 gold per turn and really just is not sustainable. Now, she was suzerain of a couple of city-states when I declared war on her, which means I'm going to have to take those back because that's just totally unacceptable. Plus, that'll get me a ton of era score. Again, remember when I said I had gotten, I think, did I say how many times I'd gotten more than the era score? Well, I currently have 373 era score out of 25. I have more than 10, 11, 12, 13, 14? Is that 15 times? I think I've gotten 15 times the required era score for a golden age. I feel like this is going to be the greatest golden age that's ever been witnessed in the history of mankind. And then like immediately after it, things are just going to absolutely collapse on me. All right, free yoink, thank you for the free builder. And this guy can actually take a promotion too. I think promotions are going to be a priority for me on these rangers because it would be kind of fun to have really highly promoted units. I don't know, it appeals to me in a way that I can't really adequately explain. I think we'd originally said the tank was going to go down to Poland, but it's probably better. Well, it is my fastest unit, and I could get down there and probably single-handedly conquer Poland, so let's do it anyway. All right, nice. There's Borsippa settled. I don't even know what to do with this city. Listen, just... what do I do with this city? I really do feel like the only thing that makes sense to build are commercial hubs in like some absolutely long shot hope that I can somehow recover my economy from the absolute horrors and depths and throes of negative equity that I find myself in. Uh-oh, I found all Korea's scouts. They're all the way down here. This is like the horde I'm going to have to deal with now in a minute. Oh, there was horses on this tile. Well, you know what? I'm going to leave that as a farm. I don't need horses this game. Is it worth it to build a monastery? You know what? For the sake of a little bit of faith gain, I'll build a monastery here. Oh, hey, Valletta. Actually, finding Valletta is really useful because now I can purchase city center buildings with faith. And that basically means I can come in here and get my Palgum, which will boost early empire for me, and my monument, which will boost state work. Wait, why am I getting... I get culture! I get culture from building buildings! So wait, this gives me a way to turn my faith into culture by purchasing buildings? Oh, that's amazing! I was so confused there for a second. It's the ability of Ayutthaya that allows you to gain 10% culture as the construction cost of a building when you finish it. That's oh, do I have enough for Zanzibar? Unfortunately, I don't have enough for Zanzibar. I have every other city-state in the game, though, on my side, and I need to keep hunting for more envoys. Poland has denounced me. I think she finally realized how much of a massive jerk I was. But thankfully, the scout that's under threat now has the +20 combat strength promotion, so I think he might actually be invincible. to all these scouts. Well, if he's fortified, maybe. Fortified on a hill, probably. I need to declare war on Poland as well. It just needs to happen. All their units are in my way. Let's just get you out of the way, Poland. Step forward here. Shoot that scout. Step forward here. And just the whole way along, we're just going to murder all of their scouts. But the other thing is, this is actually a great way to farm some experience on my units. All right, we got to deal with Arabia. Their first city must fall. Look how much damage these guys do to this city. Look at that, 57 out of 200 health. It's a one-turn, one-shot right there. And I have a scout in the area who will actually be my capturing unit, because the thing about ranged units is they can't actually capture cities. Ooh, I like the idea of getting pastures in this city. I don't know, pastures aren't the best tile improvement, but I think there are some tile improvements that are just fun to have. I have my holy site, and amazingly, because of Babylon's ability, we also get a shrine for free in that one. So we'll have a religion pretty soon, although the game might be over before I actually accumulate enough great people points to get a religion. But the more importantly, because of my pantheon, I now only have -5 amenities in this city because I'm getting 2 from the holy site, which is a big upgrade, all things considered. I'm still suffering like a -20% penalty to all of the yields in the city, but that's the kind of penalty that I can live with. Let's get to work on our industrial zone. That Phoenician arsenal isn't going to build itself. Oh, cool. I actually have access to another government. I like the idea of Classical Republic here. I can just plug in all the economic cards and conscription as well. Oh, you know what? Classical Republic was probably a mistake. I should have gone for a different type of government. Yeah, if I was really thinking about it, it would have been good to plug in that one. That gives me 2 military cards. I think it's autocracy. Autocracy would have been amazing. Or even oligarchy, honestly. Because I could plug in 2 military cards comfortably with either of these governments. Whereas with Classical Republic, I only plug in 1 military card. Found Congo all the way out here to the east. That's going to be a bit of a pain in the ass to kill. 1 shot and the city is almost dead. And then 2 shots and the city is almost dead. And then 3 shots. And then we can capture it with our little scout here. Yoink! I'll be keeping that city for myself. And let's go ahead and promote Victor Victor, and pop him into the city. Jinju is next, I reckon. Look at these pitiful scouts trying to slow down my ranger. I'd say when the AI sees this tank, they're about shit themselves. All right, shoot there. Come on over. Oh, that's amazing. Scouts can now appear over here in my new city. I just picked up a tribal village on this scout, and now I have another ranger with full movement just pumping out of this city, running towards Jinju. God, this just is so broken. To be honest, at this point, I really do feel like I've already won this game. Like, I have a +20 combat strength scout here who's just running around, murdering enemy scouts, taking almost 0 damage from it. And then I have like my own little pocket of tribal villages that's fueling my economy up here. I wonder what technology we'll discover next here. Nothing, unfortunately. All right, Damascus, it's your turn to fall. Let's grab this city with this scout. Yoinkarino belongs to me now. A little bit of a loyalty problem, but that shouldn't be a big deal. We'll just appoint Amani and throw her into that city and buy ourselves a few turns to really take out the Arabian Empire. We've discovered replaceable parts from a tribal village. You know, they just gave us the knowledge of how to build a food market, as well as infantry, modern infantry. Apparently they also had really good knowledge of how to improve your farms. And the population of my capital has reached even more absurd heights. Although I'm really not sure where I'm getting all these amenities from, because I have 10 of the 12 amenities required. 5 of them are coming from luxuries, 1 from civics, 2 from entertainment, and 2 from districts. I'm a bit confused about this, because realistically, this city should have horrific amenities, but somehow, through the grace of whatever, we just have a ridiculously powerful city. We're making 26 production per turn on turn 27. We're almost making as much production as there are turns in this game in our capital city. My tank is about to arrive into Poland's capital, and I'm pretty sure they're now evacuating it in terror, because the best unit they have to stand against me is a scout. I have 4 times the combat strength of this scout, and in case you didn't know, you only need to have 30 more combat strength than a unit to be able to one-shot it reliably. I found rocketry in a tribal village. Amazing. In fact, let's get started on a spaceport over here in Babylon. Oh no, I can't afford to buy any tiles because my economy is in absolute shambles right now. I need to find some gold somewhere. Please, Scout, would you please pick me up some gold? I honestly have no idea how I'm going to get more gold. I'm 10 turns away from completing my commercial hub here, which was my best idea, and that's going to, at best, give me like 4 gold per turn. I might have to start deleting some of my units to to buy myself some economic time here. Now, cities are a little bit different from units. You actually need a lot more combat strength to one-shot a city just because of how much health they have. But the fact that we just took 197 health from this city should really show just how powerful these units can be. I actually think we only needed +1 combat strength to be able to one-shot this city. But now it has -10 combat strength from damage district, and we'll take it next turn. God, this is just so broken. It's actually insane. I feel like this is the thumbnail of the video right here, and that's going to be it from me. We're going to take Krakow, declare ourselves the winner of the game, and have once again proven just how broken it is if there was a tribal village on every single tile of the game. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have an interesting idea for a video, go ahead and leave a comment. Other than that, I want to say I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye!